What's up, everybody? Joshua with Oh I Had That. We are back. Thank you for coming back to the channel. If you are new, please click subscribe, click that notification bell. Keep coming back for more 80s and 90s nostalgic content. Today on the channel, I want to revisit a garage sale that happened about a week or two ago. I saw a posting on Facebook, a couple of towns away. Looked like he had some cool stuff, so we drove over there and I found some pretty cool scores. Why don't we start? There is a pile of books that I was able to find there that I think he was gracious enough. I actually asked him, we were looking through the garage sale, and I was like, do you have any old coloring books, like storybooks, like 80s, early 90s? He was like, he gave me a look, like a side eye of another collector, fellow collector out there. Let me grab something. He went into the garage, grabbed a backpack. He opened it up. It was full of like vintage, like 90s school folders and storybooks. So he pulled out some items. And we were able to make a deal on these. So why don't we go through them? I'll show you what we picked up. First off, there were a couple of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle items. The first one is Turtle Story, The Magic Crystal. Very cool book. There's a little drawing on the corner there from whoever owned it, but not a big deal. This one's going to go in my collection. I don't think I have this one. Definitely some cool art inside this. Reminiscent of the cartoons, so that same style of the characters. I'm going to have to read this one. Looks like they go through like a dimensional portal. But very cool. Very, very cool art in here. So that was a cool score. Put that to the side here. The other Turtles item was a coloring and activity book. Losing my voice here. Coloring and activity book. Look at that. So cool. And actually, it has not been used at all. There's a lot of different cool connect the dots, word puzzles. So some different items in here. There's some Mausers that you can do an activity with. Word searches. So definitely a cool item to have. I did not have this particular one in the collection. I think I might have a Turtles activity book, but it was not anything nearly as cool as this, full of different searches. Not a ton of like turtle like art or pictures in here. I mean, mostly it's just activities, so you're just trying to see if there's any pages in here that will showcase some drawings. Oh, here's one. Well, there's a turtle on the television there on the counter, but it's a pizza place. T is for turtle. There are 10 things besides the turtles in this picture that start with the letter T. Can you find them? You got to find all the letter T items. I see a trumpet. I see a TV. Tray. All right, so that's cool. One that I was excited about, I've never seen. I'm going to set this pile down. I've never seen one of these like out and about at a garage sale or an estate sale. And this one actually is untouched. Hasn't been anything done inside of it. And that is a Masters of the Universe paint with water. So actually you'll just take a brush and water, you'll put it on the image. So let's open up one of these photos. They already have like a color to them that when you add water, it'll start to look like you painted this picture. Very, very cool. There's some cool art in here as well. I just love the different ways that people would draw the Masters characters. Like when you have Masters storybooks and stuff, they all look so different. This one being like a paint book, they're more simple like drawings. They're not as detailed, but very, very cool. I love this paint with water Masters of the Universe. Couple of the folders in that backpack that he pulled out that I had to score were a Batman Returns. Look at this. So awesome. This art is reminiscent of a Batman Returns sleeping bag I have in the collection. And a Captain Planet I mean, Captain Planet folder. So those were very cool. I have a handful of vintage folders, Turtles, Nightmare on Elm Street, a couple of other ones that those will look great inside of a Trapper Keeper. And then I saw this, and I'd never seen it before. I think it's from the 70s, but it immediately jumped out at me. This one was actually on a table at the garage sale, and it is Dracula. It's an old school library book, and you'd think it would be like a picture storybook. No, it's like a full-on, like the Dracula story, and there's just little images, like illustrations here and there scattered. Oh man, it smells like old library. You know, like that dusty book smell. Oh man, that's awesome. But look at some of the larger illustrations. So cool. Dracula. It is look at like some of the information on it. Adapted by Rosalie Kershaw, illustrated by Harry Borgman. Interlith Limited is like the publisher. 1973. I was able to find a few of these like comps on eBay just to see like if many of these exist out there. I saw a few listed, but they weren't outrageous, maybe like as far as price goes, but a very cool book. Definitely a cool story. I'll keep in the collection. Another one I picked out was actually a property I don't really know a whole lot about, and that is Wheeled Warriors, The Adventures Begin. And the art on the cover just grabbed me right away. Totally 80s cartoon style. This is from 1985, obviously a Mattel product, but I don't know a lot about Wheeled Warriors. Not a property that hit me or that I collected, but there is some awesome art inside this storybook. Definitely makes me want to learn more about is it toy line, if they had a cartoon. Some very cool like space fantasy type art in this story. So I'll be going through this, read this to get to know the property a little bit, but very cool. Wheeled Warriors. So that, and then I spotted, he had a little box. I totally missed it. We were getting ready to leave the sale, and he had a little box full of puzzles, and it's not often that you see this logo. So it jumped out at me, and that is Mask. That's right, Mask. We know him, we love him. One of the greatest 80s cartoon theme songs you'll find. But this is a puzzle I went through. It has all the pieces in here. It's a 200-piece puzzle to put together that image. Very cool Mask puzzle. I am a fan of Mask, so this is staying in my collection. What's up, man?
Hey, young lady, what are you doing? I had something over here somebody grabbed it. Okay. Just, all right. I'm getting the camera, and I had something picked up to grab, and somebody. I'm gonna sit over here to the side.
Is this your sale, sir?
Yep.
How much for all the smalls?
All the smalls in
Yeah.
the bag.
$5.
Look at this.
Let's see.
I mean, I don't need the whole thing, but I'm picking out a pile here.
Let's make you a pile. I'll get you a deal. That's a lot of cool 90s stuff.
And then we got some other stuff we picked out. But yeah, grab him, dude. Yeah, you got some fun stuff here.
Yeah.
Is this a popple? A little popple?
Yep.
Oh, is this a Supernatural?
Yeah.
Or a Happy Meal toy?
Okay.
No, I think it's
Grab. Yeah, I mean, out of there, I'd probably just get this pile here.
It was
Can I throw them in this bag? How much for bag?
I do $10.
He actually had a box of Smalls. You saw in the footage there that box of Smalls full of different pens and pencils and random things. It was a like a shopping basket full of them, and I went through them, and he let me fill them up with this McDonald's Halloween bag, and cut me a good deal. You might have seen there. I filled up this bag for about $10. We'll pull some of these out and take a look. First up, we got a Shawn Michaels Bendum or Bendy. I don't really collect these Bendies. I have a random one from a collection or lot that I bought of Gold Dust, and this Shawn Michaels will go nicely. Him and Gold Dust might have to have a match. Another thing I've been looking for, now I'm going to have to find the other brother, is one of the Steiners, the Galoob action figures I had as a kid, early 90s, WCW. I got to get the other Steiner brother, but this was in the lot as well. Great pickup. Going through there was this I think it's from like 1995 Snickers, like a Halloween like tube of candy, and this would be the topper. But Frankenstein, he's a little bit chewed up, but a very cool. I thought it was very cool. I love anything Universal Monster, so this little skeleton topper, a little bit of a chewed up head, but pretty cool nonetheless, especially being from like 1995, it says on it. And then also there were a couple of these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles party like blower, little blower. What do you even call these? Party favors, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There was a couple of those, so I grabbed them. I mean, anything old school, like Turtles art straight out of the cartoon from our childhood always grabs my attention. Then we saw a stuffed Raisin sitting there at the garage sale, so threw him in the lot. I collect these California raisins. If you can see it right back here, there is a quarter machine that I am filling with California raisins, so I definitely need more. But we found him and an actual raisin, so I threw that raisin in the machine. And another California raisin item, which I thought was really awesome, is a wind-up walking California raisin. Shout out to my buddy Retro Slacker who collects these wind-up toys. I had to grab a wind-up for my collection, and I love the raisins. So he's going to sit on top of that quarter machine that I'm filling with the raisins. Some other items, I don't know what the heck kind of batteries will go in this to get these working or see if they work, but I had one of these noise balls, but the one I had as a kid was purple, and it said ha ha ha. It was a Joker branded noise ball, and that thing is one item that I wish I would have held on to, not only because it was cool, it had Joker's laugh, but if I find it on eBay, like comps, they're like it's like a $50 noise ball that I just lost to time, and I would love to have in the collection, sitting up by my anything Batman. I have some superpowers items, the Batmobile. That Joker ball would look cool there. So if anyone has a line on one of those for a more reasonable price, hit me up. But these noise balls were the same concept. This one looks like it screams or says "Arg!" And this one is a burp. So like a burp ball. So I've probably got a bunch of burp noises. But they take some sort of weird size, small, stubby battery. So I'll have to figure that out. But very cool. I had to grab them. There's not a lot to them. They look like they'll probably work if I throw some batteries in there.
Did you hear that, Dave?
And it is Skateboard Smack Ups. And I had Ronnie Roadkill as a kid. I tracked this one down on the card, and I found this in that small bin.
In the interest of safety, we present the gnarlier mishaps of the unfortunate skateboarder. There are 12 different, truly gross ways to have a smack up. Come playtime.
And that is Carrie car door. Carrie car door smashed into a car door. She is a hard. She's so heavy. This car door is so heavy that trying to stand her on the shelf is nearly impossible. But to have another one of these in this line is so cool. There is a large variety that they're on the back of the card there. So I don't think I'll ever collect them all, but running into another one loose to add up here on the shelf by Ronnie Roadkill was very cool, because to get it in a lot with all these other items for $10, you can't beat it, man. So that is very awesome. And then I saw this, like a rack card toy. No art on the back, but it is a Rubik's Cube, and it actually says Cubic Puzzler Keychain from 1981, unopened. I thought, being a guy that just loves old nostalgic stuff, especially on the package, I thought this was cool to throw in that lot as well. Yeah.
You know good. Yeah, over there on the table.
Yeah, okay. Buck? The last things I grabbed at that garage sale were a few collectible cups. And I have never seen this particular one, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. We Are Not Alone. Such cool art. This set just emblazoned with Columbia Pictures. Doesn't have like Coca-Cola or anything on it. So I'm not quite sure where you would have picked this up back in the day. But that is one of my favorite films. Love Close Encounters. And no cracks or anything. Just needs a good cleaning on the inside. So a very cool collectible cup. Oh, the last thing here, I totally am missing this. This was sitting on the table. Got it for, I think, $5. And it was a line from the early 90s that I think is very, very, very cool. It's the Trash Bag Bunch. Fighting garbage guys in mucky melting trash bags. So you'd get a mystery bag. You'd open it up and see which figure was inside.
This better work, Ralphie. I swear there's monsters, robots, and aliens stuck in here. And you dug them in water to get them out? Like the time he told us Hoover's dog could fly. Yeah, these don't lie. Whoa, Ralphster. Gentlemen, dunk. Wow, cool, awesome. Ralphmeister, this could change your whole reputation.
The Trash Bag Bunch. Monsters, robots, and aliens in dissolving bubbling bags, each sold separately from Galoob.
So to see something like this on the card from Galoob at a garage sale was very cool and a very, very good price. I love the art on this. It's a line that I did not collect as a kid, but it intrigues me. I mean, I love all this gross out kind of early 90s toy culture that they had going on with these aesthetics. And so Trash Bag Bunch is a cool item that just jumped out at me. So we grabbed that. I mean, yeah, man, that was a pretty cool garage sale, right? Hope you enjoyed the footage. Hope you enjoyed what I picked up. If any of this stuff jumps out at you, something you had as a kid, something you collect now, please comment below. And keep coming back for more 80s and 90s nostalgic content. Once again, I'm Josh with Oh I Had That. And until next time, stay soaked in nostalgia. Bye for now.